Ladies and gents, welcome back again for a new video. I hope you're all doing good. And today we'll be talking about Windows and Microsoft once again. I know this is getting a bit annoying, but I have to do it. I have to talk about Microsoft. This is my job. And by the way, I'm not doing this for views, likes, or attention. Fuck that bullshit. I'm here to share my opinion. That's why you never see any crazy editing in my videos. Most of my videos are simply screen recordings with me talking in the background. Anyways, not that while ago, Microsoft released Windows 11 25 H2, where you can go to the settings in your Windows 11 and install an update of 4 gigabytes. A whole 4 gigs. That's just an update. Just an update, that's fine. Or if you're in an older release of Windows 11, it's gonna be kind of harder to do. But that's not what I care about. I don't care how you can install the updates. It doesn't matter. What matters is, first of all, the suspicious size of the updates. And second of all, which is the reason I'm making this video, how Windows 11 25 H2 can make your low-end supported machine slower. So this is an article that I found online that talks about what the new features that came with Windows 11 25 H2. And you can see that there isn't really that much changes, I would say. For example, one of the features that you can end the task from your taskbar instead of going to the task manager. Or let's see, anything interesting? Where is it? Oh, now you can have a notification center, whatever, working on a secondary display. Or an application that Microsoft called Edits that you can use to do whatever. Well, no. Yeah, command line based thingies. Okay, nice. Anything else? I'm looking for features. Where's the one related to Copilot? Where is it? I saw it. AI actions, shortcuts, invades File Explorer. So now you have an AI actions that you didn't ask for in your File Explorer, whatever. Nice. And the new advanced settings and that's it. Oh yeah, the File Explorer, oh my god, the File Explorer finally feels faster. It's not fast, but it feels faster. Okay, that's what Microsoft trying to tell you. The File Explorer didn't get any faster, it just feels fast. Okay, that's what's important. So those are like couple features that Windows 11 25 H2 came with. That's good because as a Windows 11 user, you have new things on your system. That's nice. But the reality is that everything included to the Windows 11 25 H2 will probably and will definitely consume more resources. CPU, RAM, GPU, all those will need a bit of usage, will need to get used in order to perform all the Windows 11 things just fine. If you have an RTX 5090 and 64 gigs of RAM and I don't know, the latest Ryzen thingies, you wouldn't notice any difference. But I want to focus on low-end machines like mine, for example. I have a Ryzen 5 3400G and 16 gigs of RAM. It's a supported machine that I could right now install Windows 11 on. But you know what the problem is? I will have more RAM consumption, I will have more CPU consumption, and more integrated GPU consumption, which definitely gonna affect my performance. Doesn't matter if it's gonna be something related to editing or whatever. I'll be doing gaming on this thing, even though it's cannot really handle that much gaming, but that will definitely make my machine feels slower. And I'm not the only one talking about this. I have a couple things that I found just by searching for 2 minutes in the web. For example, we go over here. There are already people talking about how the 25 H2 release update is a memory hog. So it's basically consuming more memory. Let's say you have just 8 gigs of RAM. Windows 11 is already taking 4 of it. Now the reason behind this is not because Microsoft wants your machine to perform better, but no, because they implemented more AI features to your machine. And that explains why the size of the installation media, the 7 gigs of the Windows 11 25 H2 is 7 gigs. Do you think that those features over here are worth the the 4 gigs. Like, come on. We have an app, a feature in the taskbar, couple settings that changed here and there, and that's really it, including this AI thing. Where is it? I cannot find it, and that bullshit, I don't need to find it anyways. AI is taking more storage, more power, and at the end, it's killing your low-end machine. So now you have one of two options, and you gotta listen to. Either you're gonna remove this shit and install Linux, or you're gonna go back to the old Windows 10 that is still supported, by the way, for the IoT LTSC versions that I'm currently using. Just to show you something real quick, wait, come over here. We go to the task manager and go to the performance and go to the memory. Oh my god, what is it? It's using 5 gigs. This is Windows 10 IoT LTSC. 5.5 gigs are already used just because I'm recording a screen and casually using Windows 10. So imagine if I had Windows 11 installed, you know what's gonna happen? This can go up to 8 gigs. That's bad. That's bad. You're forced to upgrade your RAM. That's nice. You're forced to upgrade your GPU. The system requirements is now being for real. Windows 11 is not joking anymore. It's now really demanding. In another way, I would say that a lot of machines will definitely die by time because of Windows 11, no matter how much you're gonna keep bypassing the system requirements, or how much you're gonna keep bypassing TPM 2.0. Bypass all that bullshit and you're still gonna be in trouble trying to maintain a well-optimized operating system. And by the way, it's not an easy task. To optimize Windows 11, you need to have a lot of tweaks applied, and you're still not good 100%. Even after tweaking Windows 11, you're still gonna face problems here and there, bugs here and there. Matter of fact, tons of bugs have been reported to Microsoft with the new release. Now I can promise you 100% that the AI features that Microsoft implemented to Windows 11 25 H2 are basically just bloatware, literally. And not only that, but bloatware that will collect your data, because AI isn't just a tool that you can use to make your life easier. AI is an enemy and can definitely put your life in danger. In 2025, the more AI we use, the more dangerous our life gets. Let's take a trip back in time and remember how AI was and how simple it was. Before you ask a question, it answers. Now we have AI tools that can replace Adobe Photoshop. Now we have tools that can make a whole ass video of 10 minutes. Now AI can do some crazy things. That's why Microsoft is giving more of it. The dangerous part is that in the new updates of Windows 11, Microsoft implemented a thing that they called AI something something in your machine that will basically give them access to anything they will need every time they will add a new AI feature. What I'm trying to say is that they don't need your permission anymore. If they have some new AI, they will just install it. So one day you will wake up to use your laptop or your PC to get your day-to-day tasks done, and you'll be surprised that Microsoft added a new AI to Windows 11. It's just gonna be there, installed already, just waiting for you to click on it. I'm sorry, but I have to say this again. Either switch to Linux or downgrade to Windows 10, even though it's not the best thing to do, because not only Microsoft that drops support on Windows 10, but also apps. Let's say you use some Adobe apps like Photoshop or Adobe Premiere Pro or any of those apps. Adobe will drop support for Windows 10 anyways, and you won't be able to use any Adobe apps on your Windows 10 installation. Well, you could use older versions, but for people that do video editing, for example, that's not the best decision to take, because they definitely need the latest and greatest. This is just an example. So Windows 10 won't live for so long. It's still going to be usable, but Science apps will drop support for it. It's not going to be usable as much. Windows 11 implementing more AI features, making your machine slower, and all that bullshit. Microsoft's basically losing its loyal customers because they switched to Linux. And on the other side, Linux is winning. The only problem with Linux is that it doesn't get that much support since it's open source. Now, if you support the developers, there will be definitely a lot of changes in the Linux world, and Linux will get better. But as I said, because it's open source and developers are literally suffering because they're working on budgets, but believe me, even though Linux is open source. Again, I will say it, even though Linux is open source, it's still winning. And honestly, it's a joke because Linux compared to a company that have thousands of people working on everything related to Windows 11 and all that bullshit, it's still losing in front of Linux, which is silly. Anyways, I will end this video over here just to not make it boring. And thank you guys for watching. I will see you in the next one.